So what's up, guys? I figured I was gonna do like these raw videos, right? Just running and trying to have my thoughts about the things that I have throughout the day. You know, sometimes with Insta, you got these 10 seconds, 20-second reels, whatever they are. They're short, you know, and it's kind of really hard to really put ideas out, or like, you know, like I love y'all. Even if I don't know you, I've just always had this type of personality that, you know, I'm always there for caring for people, regardless if they care for me or not. I just got a big heart. I'm a very soulful person, right? And maybe somebody watches this, maybe somebody don't. But I'm gonna believe that if you put things out there, if you put things that are gonna motivate somebody, then, you know, maybe that's something that is needed out there. You know, you just never know your purpose or your final destination. It's like running. All right. So I posted a short on Instagram, and I was just like, you know, I was running, and I was just thinking, you know, when you're running, you really don't have too much. You think about so much, and it's just, you're all over the place. But, you know, sometimes I'm thinking about purpose and like what you can do to help others. And I had one idea. I was thinking, I just lost it. But I remember. It was a moment in time, you know, where sometimes you only have a couple hours, a couple of days, and whether it's people or significant moments, those things truly make a difference. So for those of you guys that don't know,
Distance 2 miles.
I was running.
Total duration 25 minutes 28 seconds.
I was
average pace 12.
Really
minutes,
heavy.
42 seconds per mile.
I'm not crazy tall. I'm like 5'3", 5'5", around there. And I was like hitting 190, getting really, really big, and just really disappointed in myself, and really didn't know how to break that. And I was going through some mental stuff where, you know, I was going through mental and like heartbreak and stuff like that. And I decided, and I have a decent relationship with my sister, and she decided to have a trip. And I was like, fuck it, packed my shit, bought my ticket right there, right at lunch, and we were off to Puerto Rico. And I went to Puerto Rico, and, you know, the people would change, the people there, the island, the food, everything. But the best part was I met some of my sister's friends and different backgrounds, a lot of different things. And them people, for the couple of days that we were there, they truly helped change my life for good and bad, you know. But it was all about how I took it. And, you know, they were all great people. I fucking loved every single one of them. And some a little bit more than others, just because I was able to build relationships with them. And, you know, it was like more, it really felt like a friendship that was forever. But I think it was just like the whole thing of the environment. And so, you know, we came back. You know, you don't want to leave an island like that that's so beautiful, and the people that make it even better. But the moments that at the time is where sometimes it's good for you to break away from routines. Do you have a job that makes you miserable? Be a weekend warrior. And I'm not saying go for a month to some really expensive place that puts you in a bad spot. You know, I live on the East Coast, and places like Puerto Rico, New York, New Hampshire, Maine, if you want to get a little bit spontaneous, you know. But even in your backyard, sometimes we don't make the effort to really take care of ourselves, to really dedicate that time to allow our minds to rest. Think about it. Your body, which you don't pay attention to too much, usually goes to work 8 to 10 hours, but your mind is constantly fatigued as soon as you wake up. Your mind controls everything, whether it's either you're reading, you're running, you're spending time with family. Those little things make a big difference. All right. 2, the people that are with you make a huge difference. You know, make a huge difference. And like, my thing when I went down there is like, I didn't really, I don't want to say fucked up, but you know, I didn't really value myself, guys. And again, a part of it is like, you know, I was going through a really bad, you know, just a breakup and just on and off and trying to really make things work. And I love the girl, you know, nothing against her. You know, like I said, but I really just felt lost, you know. I was working, I didn't feel like there was purpose. And even though I still at times don't feel it, I go for long ass runs. I don't know why. It just, you ever watch Forrest Gump? There's really no reason. And happiness should be effortless. Happiness should be easy. You shouldn't feel like you're drowning or struggling to keep a roof over a house, you know. Again, happiness should be effortless. All right. So when I was there, those people, you know, one of them, she was like this. She was very like, she knows she is, but like she's just full of energy, man. She's just like pow, 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 pow everywhere. And I'm like, I try to be reserved, but she was like boom everywhere, like just dynamic, like very. I loved her. She became like one of my coolest friends. Like, I like to think that, you know. But you know, I would think that. And one day we were just swimming, because nobody else wanted to do it. Like I said, she was the only one that was always down for everything. And you know, we were just swimming, and she was just talking about how, you know, she grew up in the water, and like, you know, she's practically a fish. And like, you know, I'm here thinking like this girl, like, you know, she like parties like crazy, and it's just always partying. And I don't know, kind of like everything just simplified for me, where it was like, she was just like, you know, like, she loved being in the water. And like, sometimes, you know, one person can be so many things, but it can come down to one thing that really truly makes a person. And like that moment for me, where it was like, you know, like I can't go to the ocean and think that, you know, like some people truly just find peacefulness in just being in the water. And to find that peacefulness and that happiness, It's very hard. But it's easy because for me it's hard, but for her it's effortless, you know. Person number 2 was this dude. And he sometimes, you know, like he was. So I'm gonna keep it real. I want to keep it raw. So I've had some very bad encounters where people, you know, they can be flamboyant. I'm gonna say it like that. Just gotta I like to be respectful, you know. And you know, when we were out throughout the whole evening, you know, I always felt protective of my sister, making sure she was good. Now, I was with her friends, and there's like 5 of them, and a half. And I'm here thinking, like, you know, and sometimes we have these expectations where, you know, you feel like you got to carry all this weight of responsibility. And mind you, I went on vacation, and I'm thinking, like, you know, like I'm going to have fun and separate myself. And these people were so welcoming, even though I was reserved, and they were like, you know, like, this is like, you're like, relax now. And back to him, you know, like, throughout the whole event, the whole trip, he was there, bro, and he was helping me, you know, like, just take care of the girls, take care of my sister, making sure they're good, making sure nobody creeped up on them. Really just, you know, just being protective and really making sure that, you know, where they're caring for each other. And really, just watching out for each other, you know, like I'm watching out for my sister. I'm watching out for my other sisters, you know, like they're people, you know, like like I said, sometimes people are just fucked up and do crazy shit. But later on at the end of the trip, you know, it was just so cool. And throughout the trip, I was able to open up, and I was just like, bro, like, I know we don't see eye to eye on, you know, on the sexuality thing, but I told him, I'm like, yo, thank you so much for being so fucking cool, you know. And it was just a sense of respect that he gave me and I gave him. And, you know, like, it was just, I don't know, just sometimes just being patient and really trying to understand people, you know. And once we came back, you know, like, I thought, I was like, everybody's gonna move on. And we kept conversations going, like, and even though weeks went by and then, you know, conversations dwindled, they, you know, like, those moments that you spend with people, they fade, but the memories are there. And those little things, you know, thanks to them, I was like, yo, like, sometimes you don't see how special you are. And I'm not saying, I don't want you to think that you should have somebody or people validating your greatness, your, like, how sweet of a person you can be, or how beautiful of a person you are. I'm gonna tell you this, fuck an opinion. I'm sorry. But screw an opinion. Fuck an opinion. Alright? And I say it because if you focus on people's validation, alright, a compliment is always gonna make you feel good. Alright? A compliment's always gonna make you feel like, damn, like, I feel cute, or I'm smart, or I got a fresh fit, you know? What happens when they tell you your shirt is ugly? You got a big nose, or you're just ugly, you know, or like your breath smells. I'm saying, like, you know, like, you still, there's certain things that are compliments you got to take as constructive criticism, but sometimes people's opinions diminish your worth. And if you let people's opinions affect your being, you're never going to truly grow. You're never going to truly self-love yourself, and that's going to take a huge toll on yourself, you know. So these people really, you know, like I said, with homegirl, she loved being in the ocean. She loved having a good time, and, you know, just simply smiling and being the life of the party. Just really, you know, just having a great time and really making sure that everybody had a great time. All right. And homie number 2, that, you know, you might have different perspectives and all that, but they can also teach you like self-worth, you know. Like, I'll tell you this, guys, if you're a straight dude and you take care of yourself like a gay dude, you will learn to love yourself a lot. I'm not saying go in, I'm not, but, you know, this dude, make sure he has his career organized. I don't know really what he does, but you know, he'll travel, he'll go to concerts.
Distance 3 miles.
And
total duration 39 minutes and 48 seconds. Average pace 13 minutes
and
15
pretty much
per mile.
Really taking the time out of at his young age, really trying to travel and like do these things. And like I said, I might be all over the place, but I just wanted to make sure I gave you an honest word. I don't want to be scripting anything, you know, like. So, yeah, you know, those moments that you have, whether it's you're alone, whether it's with family, you just never know how much is gonna change. You know, when I came back from Puerto Rico, I told myself, you know, I'm gonna try to get my shit together. I don't know the manual. Nobody knows the manual, you know, but I knew I had to start somewhere. And the first place I started was just telling myself, just go outside. If you walk around the block, it'll be fine. If you go for a mile, it'll be fine. Some days you'll do more, but finish the job. And if you tell yourself you're gonna do a mile, you do a mile. Never less. You never settle for less. All right? And I started with a mile, then I did 2. And now everyone I do is a minimum of 4 miles. No matter what. And I feel great. And like last couple days ago, I hit a 14 mile high. You know, my objective is to be able to run a marathon. I've made it to the point that I could run a half of a marathon. And I really won't, you know, struggle, you know, like that's BS. I'll struggle, but I'll get the job done. You know why? Because I didn't settle for less. And if you don't settle for less, you're going to keep building on those little moments. So, the last thing I just want to say, be thankful for the moments that make you grow. I am thankful for Puerto Rico. I am thankful for buying that ticket and making that decision on impulse. I'm not saying do it all the time, but give yourself the space for your mind and your heart to breathe. Because remember, happiness should be effortless. So I got another 2 miles, well, 3 miles back. Y'all have a great night. I love you. I pray for you. I want the best for you. And remember, I don't know, give it a like, a subscribe, whatever you gotta do. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.